Hello, my name is Arlie and this is Arlie Tarot, and today I'm doing a a collective reading for the new moon in Libra that we're experiencing. And I am going to be using the Moonology Oracle because obviously it's a new moon reading, but I was shuffling the deck and I split it, and this is the card that was there, which is very perfect for this. A new start, which is kind of like what the new moon brings us. And then I was called to look for the new moon in Libra card, and this one is a new romantic cycle begins. Now, while this is the energy of the new moon in Libra in this deck, I don't want to put that kind of lens in the reading. I have them both out just so that you could see the kind of energies that are circulating this collective reading. But in general, I'm not really, it's not my intention to sit here and do a love reading. My intention is 111, as I say that. For you, for some of you, it might be about love, but my intention is to read for this collective about what this new moon wants to kickstart for you, what it wants to help you with. So I'm going to be putting these cards back in the deck, and we're gonna choose cards again, okay? I was called to shuffle everything here, bring out the cards, you know, do the reading, for example, like I would do it if I was reading for a client, you know, in the moment, not with pre-picked piles. So just a heads up, there'll be shuffling, there'll be noise because of the shuffling. So if that's not your vibe, you might have to skip through some parts here. So let's start with the Moonology Oracle, because it is a new moon and the moon wants to tell you something. What is the moon's message here? So I picked a couple of decks. I have this deck, I have the the star-coded ASTRO Oracle, and also the Soul Lessons. And then I have some other decks on the side for advice at the end. I feel good to pick through 3 cards. I will be looking at the bottom of the deck, but let's just start with what's here. The energy is gaining momentum with waxing moon. Okay, so this could be something that was kind of that has been starting for a while now. Yeah, with this imagery here, makes me think that like it was like a blank canvas, and then slowly but surely you've been adding layers to this, or there's been layers added to this. And honestly, I'm seeing it both ways now, whether it is you started it at this end, right, and started darkening and started, excuse me, adding layers, or you started from this like dark night of the soul and then things have been lighting up as well. That is very interesting that I'm reading that like that. Ooh, your commitment is being tested, first quarter moon. You see what I mean? Like there's progression here. Huh. A little bit of cloudiness, a little bit of haziness. This makes me think of like the 7 of Swords. Maybe even the 7 of Cups is what's coming to mind here with that card. Ooh. Have faith in your dreams, coming in for to bring all of this together. Waxing crescent moon. Yeah. Wow. Look at that. 2 crescent moons. 2 waxing moons with a quarter moon in the middle of it. This is, let me look at the bottom of the deck. Oh, then maybe it is what I was picking up on. Okay. The end of a tough cycle approaches, full moon in Capricorn. 2 full moons here. Sorry, I'm nosy. I'm like, oh, okay, what's under this and what's under that? Okay. Let's start building up on this reading here, because I'm not really sure. You see how it's very vague? This is really interesting to me because, again, I think it's my resolve to kind of leave this very open. It feels like to me like the story's not going to completely unfold until we have a lot of cards out, and probably we start pulling tarot as well. They're being vague, but at the same time not. So it's mostly what you feel this would apply to in your life, where you have been holding on to a little bit of hope, holding on to the beauty amongst the tough cycles that you've been going through. Yeah, where you've been holding on to a little bit of the faith. Even when things around you kind of make you feel hopeless, is what I'm getting as well. Things could be confusing. Yeah, 1 minute is one thing and another it's something else. You could feel like you've gained momentum and getting out of these tough cycles, or one specific thing feels very significant for a lot of you. So whatever comes to mind, that's what it is, and I want you to just keep holding on to that so that we can look into it deeper. Because remember, you by watching and being here, we connect, even though it's like I'm just speaking in my room by myself. There's a connection. So what is it that Magnetize Yourself, which is an amazing channel here, she says, thank you for being a co-creator in this reading every time that she reads. And that is literally what it's happening here. So whatever it is, that one thing that you've been keeping the faith alive for, kind of holding on to as a dream, as a possibility, even though you've been through a lot of hardships and there's like a back and forth, even within your energy, but also external circumstances had led you to feel like, one step forward, maybe 2 steps back kind of thing. Whatever that is, we're gonna look into that. Whew. Okay, it's a lot of talking. I will say your energy feels very calm. I mean, I'm sure you can tell in my voice. And I usually pick up on who I'm reading for, collectives or individuals, and I kind of experience their energy, and I feel very, very calm. There's like a very beautiful, not reassurance, that's not the word, but assurance on who I am and how I'm speaking or what I'm saying is what it feels like. It's like, when you feel very comfortable about a topic that you're speaking on because you know it backwards and forwards, and you're also probably speaking about it amongst people that you trust, you feel comfortable with. There's this need to be gentle, or not need to be gentle, you just want to be gentle, you want to speak softly and empower with empowerment. You don't feel like you have to like prove a point to get it across. That's kind of the energy that I'm feeling, and I don't know why I'm explaining it. It's because it's so like, it's foreign, not foreign to me because I've experienced this, but it's foreign to be picking it up in a collective reading. So there might be something about that, like maybe this dream of yours, it's something that exudes from you, this energy exudes from you, this you embody what you're reaching for, what you're expecting, what you've been fighting for, what you've been having faith about. It's like the divine is saying, the moon is saying, you're already there. It's already yours because you embody it. Aquarius, collaborate. There is something, 11, I love that because it is a master teacher, but there is something about, you see 3 hands here, and one is like literally from the cosmos, and it is 2 hands here. Okay. This imagery makes me think of as above, so below kind of thing, but also it's kind of like, see, there you are with all of that wisdom, and you're meant to be collaborating with others who are, they receive this wisdom, or they receive this gift from you, like openly, and that's why you openly are also able to communicate with this collective. Maybe it is you and a group of other people who are doing something, or you're meant to be collaborating with others. Aquarius is definitely a very collaborative energy, ruled by Saturn nonetheless. The moon is here too, though. Yeah, ruled by Saturn. A lot of lessons. This makes sense to me. Actually, this makes sense to me here. Because Saturn will do that. Saturn will test your resolve. Saturn will test the healing that you've done. It will give you an opportunity to fall back into old patterns, but not because it's only testing you. It's also trying to show you just how committed you are to the changes that you've made, to the advances that you've made in your life, in your person, at a soul level. Yeah, there's something about that. And maybe you're passing on that wisdom, because Saturn makes me think of wisdom as well. And Aquarius being supported by that wisdom given mentality, to me, says you might be someone who has been through the things that you've been through, and have, you know, they've tested your resolve, they've tested your commitment, they've tested your faith. They even have pulled you back and forth, back and forth. I'm seeing, you know, a ping pong machine, when you release the ball and then you're at the end trying to, like, you know what I mean, like dodge the ball going down, and you have to hit it up again. That, I feel like you feel like that's been done with you. Like there's a lot of like boom, 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 boom happening, like things pushing you this way and then that way, and you're just rolling with the punches, and at the same time learning. That whole thing, that whole journey might be something that you pass on. Maybe is by, again, you acquiring certain things that then can make you like turn back and be like, okay, now I can help the other people that are going through the same thing that I've been through. I don't know why a ping pong machine and that specific kind of game came to mind. I don't know. It'll make sense to someone. 23 with Jupiter. I love it. With abundance. Hell yeah. I'm putting this over here. 1, 2, 3. Gaining momentum. Again, there's been layers to this. There's been step by step. I'm seeing a lot of purple as well, and there's purple here. Purple makes me think of royals. Ooh, the tarot that I'm using is also purple. Makes me think of royalty. With Jupiter. Oh, that is such a beautiful, beautiful card. There's so much abundance, and makes me think of the fall, which is right now. We're about to start November, so pumpkins. Oh, okay, the harvest. The harvest is what it makes me think of. All right, one more card from here. With Sagittarius and expand. So you have very expansive energy. Also, may I add, Sagittarius, between Sagittarius and Aquarius is Capricorn, also ruled by Saturn. Jupiter is the ruler of Sagittarius, because Jupiter is up here. You see it? That's Jupiter, and that's Jupiter. Okay, wow. Saturn and Jupiter heavily here, which I love. Jupiter is, I believe, one of the planets that have to do with luck. But then Sagittarius is such a beautiful energy to bring into the, oh, you're lucky kind of thing, because it's not really luck. It's also trial and error. Sagittarius is a student of life. By doing, they crave new experiences. They also crave collaboration. And also with Sagittarius and that arrow pointing in a very specific direction makes me think that, yeah, your commitments were tested, but you've kept the faith. It's kind of like That's, you know, that's you holding that bow and arrow and pulling back and having faith that it'll land where you're aiming it. Wow. Jeez. Wow. It's not lost on me, all the purple that I'm seeing here today. Maybe the color lilac or purple are also significant. I don't know what those colors mean. I can only tell you what the energy feels like. And okay, yeah, lilac makes me think of lavender. And lavender is very calming, which is probably why I feel very calm. I feel very, very calm. Let's see what soul lesson is attached to this. Ooh. Okay, the commitment being tested. Here it is. Doubt. I release the need to know all the answers. Ooh, you're burning away doubt. And by burning away, when I said that, I wanted to say you're burning away karma. And that makes sense with Saturn, with a Saturn ruled sign being here. Maybe some of you have your North Node or your South Node in Aquarius or Sagittarius. You might want to look at where Jupiter is in your chart as well. Or maybe where you have these placements is also going to be significant. Gonna kind of give you a clue of where or what this this new beginning is about. This new spark in this thing that you've had a lot of faith in is about. Gratitude. I love it. This has been circling my collectives that I read for here for a while now. It comes out in not this card specifically, but the significance of gratitude, or just gratitude in general, as a statement, as an advice, has been coming out a lot in collectives here. Gratitude. I am thankful for this life and the opportunities that, words. I am thankful for this life and the opportunities that it presents. What a way to cancel out doubt, right? Being very grateful for the moment at hand, for the things right now, and then kind of letting that, coming from a place of gratitude, put your doubts at ease. You're a little bit of distress maybe when this is happening, or the little bit of when your resolve is being tested, when you feel like you're being tested, but really you're just expanding more of your knowledge, going through the things that you need to in order to achieve the things that you want. Oh, that's very interesting. Going through the things that you need to get to the things that you want. Okay. Lapis lazuli might be significant too. The only two crystals I picked out today were not lapis lazuli. That's so funny that I said lapis, and I don't even have lapis out here. This is labradorite. So that was a Floridian thing. Like lapis lazuli for sure is significant to you, but the stone of Virgo, by the way. But yeah, this is labradorite, and that's what I meant to say. And then I also have selenite out here. So that makes me think cleansing and connecting to a higher power. Also, lapis lazuli, I believe, was used in ancient Egypt. Yeah, for makeup and for paint. So that might be significant for some of you. Those, you might connect with Egyptian era. Okay, I think Tarot really wants to speak here, so that's what we're going to do. I'm gonna have to move some stuff around. Bear with me here for a second. I'm gonna just put these two here. Sorry if that's super glary. I'll just put it here. Okay. And then these can go here. Gonna move these two over here. So they'll be in my view. If I need to bring it back out, I will. And if you wanted to get a view of those cards, you could go back and take a screenshot, and you'll have a here we go again. With love on the split. Okay. All right. Let's get into your... Let's get into the tarot. I feel like, okay, this is really cool. These oracles felt a lot like the energy of the person that I'm reading for, the collective that I'm reading for. And now that I'm touching the tarot, I'm getting this hint of my energy again. Like I'm being able to tap into my own energy, which usually when I'm reading, it comes more of like from the excitement. It's not as calm, and I can be a bit chaotic, and I talk too fast, or interesting too fast, and I don't know. I'm more like loud and excited. I don't know. Nothing wrong with being calm and cool and collected, but I could tell it wasn't me. You know what I mean? Okay. Now the incense is flowing my way. That's how I know. Okay. We've shifted a little bit here. Bottom of the deck. What is happening? Okay, this is exciting. Okay. All right. Hold on a second. I'm just going to take a sip of my drink. All right. All of the cards want to come out face down today, which, you know, I just work here. I do what I'm told, but that's also very much weird to me. Like, it's not my style sometimes. Not all the time, but I don't know. Everything is like a little... Oh, everything's like a little bit of a mystery here. The Divine is such a call out. This card makes me think doing things in a new way, trying new things because it's a page, or trying things, you know, coming full circle, mastering something, and then coming up to another approach of this, right? Like I was speaking about, oh, I don't usually read with my cards. When I pick them out, I flip them up. It's a call out. It's like, yeah, try new things, do something new. I like that energy. Oh my God, you guys are so powerful. That's crazy. Starting, oh, that is Sagittarius, by the way. Second time. Sagittarius is very significant here. Water in general is such a significant thing because Temperance in tarot has the 2 water cups, right? Sagittarius also obviously is not depicted like that here, but Aquarius is the water barrier, so that's really cool. All right, let's see what else is here. Oh wow, also just a lot of water and a lot of power. Okay, oh, look at me flipping this card because okay. Okay, it's like me flipping this card is also a message. And I'll tell you why. Because it's like, you are someone who has perceived the changes, the transformations, the path ahead. You feel very called to it. And there's Egypt again. You feel very called to continue on the path that you're meant to be on. But it's not without hardship, and it's not without, again, that this feels like, yeah, testing your commitment. Asking you again and again to have faith in your dreams. Because it comes from a divine place, this gift and this dream that you have to accomplish. And you keep moving forward, and you keep moving forward despite this. Or because of this. I don't want to say despite this. If anything, it's because... like out of spite of this, like you falling down and you having a breakdown, a dark night of the soul, an ending, kind of propels you forward. And that's where the push and pull is. And then more healing happens, and here you are again, anew. You end and you begin. I want to show you the bottom of the deck because it is significant. to this Page of Wands. And the Page of Wands to me has always looked like the Fool, because you could see it, right? You know, they're holding a wand. They're holding a wand. But the Fool here almost feels like the step before this. The Fool feels like it goes here. Look at Judgment behind that. I want to ask what this is about. Just point blank period. Let's get into the. I feel it's gonna be a couple of things. It's not just one thing, maybe, but. Okay, definitely about love for some of you. You see what I mean? An ending and the beginning is right there. Advice here with this card and this card, what's telling me is, whenever you feel the internal struggle, the internal back and forth that you have, because it's natural, it's a natural thing, okay, to be happening to you. Don't feel like you know, you're less worthy of, or you have less faith or less hope or less whatever willingness or strength just because you doubt things. That does not mean that you're, if anything, the doubt, I think, sends you back into more healing, into more of that mentality of approaching it with a new perspective. That's what that feels like, a new perspective. And this is where I think you've tried a couple of times to get past some lessons that could be very, very taxing on you. They've been quite literally some of the lessons that you've been experiencing here. And again, I believe you, my friend, because of this Aquarius and Saturn energy. It quite literally feels like judgment from the divine. It feels like divine intervention, righteousness, like smiting. And you might feel like it is, but at the same time, you know that it's not. It's such an interesting dynamic that you have here. Because you're like, why me, God? Right? If that's what you say, you don't have to say God, but why me, God? But at the same time, a day or two passes and then you're like, oh, that's because of this. That's why it's me. The clarity comes. The clouds, they part. They show you. They show you the truth. It's heavy, but it helps you to realign, and it helps you to gain perspective. And then you're looking at this not the same way anymore. Now, for those of you who have already, I feel like this new moon here, I think you've mastered a lot of the side of this, or your life in general, your journey here, this incarnation. You've mastered a lot of your spirituality, your intuition, your emotional maturity. You've mastered that. I feel like you have also put on your belt, if you will, right, another tool, which is learning that just because things are taking a little bit longer, there's like a lagging signal that I'm seeing, something lagging, doesn't mean that things are not meant for you. Because again, you've perceived them, your intuition, you started off here. So hello, you can't even lie to yourself anymore. And then the new moon, it's over here mostly. It's over here, showing you that there's new things developing, but they develop slowly. The new perspectives come in slowly because they have to come from a balanced place. They have to come from a place of not seeing it as punishment, not seeing it as righteousness with the Pope and judgment back to back, but seeing it as opportunities for you. We go from the 7 to the 10 of Pentacles. Yeah, it's a big opportunity that's unfolding here. It's not a light thing happening for you here. It's significant. It's a significant thing that's trying to anchor into your reality here. I think it's been doing that for a while. It's been doing that. I just got really hot all of a sudden, so I had to turn on my air. But obviously it's been a long time coming with that 7 of Pentacles, and you've been kept in that 7 of Pentacles energy, which is this energy that was in the middle. This energy, you've been kept in the testament of your commitment by the divine, by God himself, by your spirit guides, by your higher self, whoever this is for you. It could be a couple of people, actually. It's just like probably a lot of loops. Yeah, with Saturn energy, a lot of loops that had again and again and again showed you, proven to you just how strong you are. And not just that, but that you are deserving of this. Are you someone who has to be, probably maybe you're working on self-love heavily at this time, or your entire life? That's been part of the mission here. Learning to love yourself, learning to honor yourself, learning to take care of yourself. And I don't want you to feel, they don't want you to feel guilty because it's taking you a while to learn that this is what you need to do, or this is how you need to approach such and such things. If anything, you want to be celebrated in this new cycle here. Libra is justice, right? It is the balancing of karma. Bottom of the deck again. Okay. I feel like we got specific, but not that specific either. But, you know, it is what it is. I think I want to ask about the gratitude card now. One card for the gratitude card, and then one card for the Jupiter card. Jupiter goes first. Jupiter with abundance and the Ace of Pentacles. I want to say the fucking Ace of Pentacles, so I'm gonna say it because that's how I wanted to say it. I mean, come on now. Does that not look like that? Does this not look like this is, it's time for you to reap your rewards here? There's a wine here that says something. Europa. Oh, that's one of Jupiter's moons, I think. Could be wrong, but it makes me think of Eureka as well, like, oh, like an opportunity, aha, or something like that. There's peaches, there's oranges, grapes. Maybe there's something about you. Oh, bananas here too. There's something about you giving an offering to the divine as well, giving an offering to whoever you put offerings out for. You offer, you receive, right? Same hand, the same hand that gives, right? The same energy that gives, it's the same energy that receives. That's Temperance as well. Ooh, that's really cool, actually. And then let's see, gratitude with Page of Pentacles. Okay, so when you have gratitude for your path, your journey up to now, for the things that you like and maybe you don't like, the things that you had to work through, and the things that you welcome with open arms. When you give gratitude again and again, you give gratitude, you receive. You give gratitude, you receive. It makes so much sense. And it is this cycle, this balance with Libra that's coming in here is in the physical plane. It's not up in the ethers like I feel like it's been for a while. It's not up in Lululand. It's not up in the woo-woo space of things. It's not energetic. It's not just spiritually. It's not just emotionally. It is physical. Look at that. Back to back. I couldn't have put this together myself better if I wanted to. We started with it. It's like the journey starts backwards as well, backwards and forwards, because I started with this card and then these two came out. So gratitude is the Page of Pentacles. Gratitude is that this is how you implement gratitude in your life, by seeing it through a new perspective, Your physical reality needs to be experienced by you, needs to be witnessed by you with a new perspective. And that is the perspective of gratitude. And in doing so, Jupiter with abundance here will put your doubts to rest, actually. You're going to have tangible proof, tangible, it's a tangible offer. It's like we start here and then we zoom in and there it is, right? Feels like a zoom in kind of moment. And then we zoom out because that's you gaining perspective as well. That's so interesting. You zoom in, you zoom out, you zoom in, and there it is. I mean, my goodness. Very powerful. Okay. Let's get advice for you. We're going to get advice from the flowers. We're going to get advice from the Starseed Oracle as well. And then I'm going to use the Ecofem Fantasy Oracle by MOOXIE because, duh. It's a very beautiful and magical deck. All right, 2 cards. Azalea with Temperance. Dude, shut up. Find balance and be centered. Yeah, the finding balance and being centered is the new perspective. And Stock with slow down. The pace must abate before it's too late. So with slow down, that makes me think of, once again, you being someone who's tempered. Oh, that's your energy. That makes sense. That's your energy. So peaceful, so well, like cool, calm, collected, even while, you know, keeping everything within you and outside of you in balance. And it's not that you always have to be balanced and calm and cool, calm and collected, or, you know, you have to be in the energy of temperance or else you don't receive things. No. If anything, the chaos, the anger, the explosion of emotion or whatever you've been experiencing, and again, tempering, harnessing, letting out to receive, it's working, okay? It's working. But if anything, this also tells me, oh, there's 2 cards that stayed in here. So I'm going to, 3 cards. Free Spirit, Earth Guide, and Blue Flame. Okay, let's see if they come out. But this is telling you that it's a slow and steady wins the race, right? It's telling you that everything comes in divine timing. Not that you didn't know that. You know that. I don't think, like I said, you can't lie to yourself either. It's not possible for you anymore. I'm also getting the something that I always comes up in readings for me too. It's like, once you know, you know. That's why you can't lie to yourself. All right. Meditation. Take a moment to connect to source through cryo-reflective meditation. That might be the slow down thing here. Maybe a little bit more meditation is needed, or something that puts you in a meditative state. And honestly, this could be washing the dishes. You're just standing there doing something that you always do, but you let your mind wander. You could be listening to music. It could be driving in silence. I don't know. It could be just sitting at the park. It doesn't have to be quite literally, you know, sitting on a yoga mat, closing your feet and saying, like, that doesn't have to be that. That's not what meditation is. It doesn't, well, it is for some people, but it doesn't have to be for you. Whatever works, okay? I should say whatever's been working. I'm being called to something that you could do with a group as well, because this is coming back to mind. And dreams, again, have faith in your dreams. They still want you to believe so much and have so much faith and hope. The universe speaks to you through your dreams. Your dreams might be kind of interesting. And this, with this full moon, they've probably been interesting for a couple of days, or they will be interesting today, which is when I'm filming this, when it's the full moon, or, you know, in the days to come as well. Okay. Let's go in with this deck, which, like I said, is very magical. And I will be reading the card that comes out for you. All right. I want to see what this is, but I'm not keeping it. Night Sky, expansive reality. Number 4 could be significant. Oh, this is a very beautiful card. I'm not keeping it though. I wasn't ready. Okay, No, I guess not. All right. This deck will tell you when the card is a card. You know what I mean? Like, it will make it so obvious that you can't ignore it. All right, let's see. One card for advice, please. There it is. Starlight. Okay. Awaken to the mission. This is a beautiful card to get with the new moon energy. Water, third eye, and I don't remember what this is, but this kind of thing is over here too. And I was looking at it on this card, but the fact that it's here and it looks the same, wow. There's a lot of abundance that comes along with your mission here on Earth in this lifetime. Look at that crescent moon again. You have two crescent moons right here as well. And over here with the High Priest, I cannot believe I didn't make that connection before. The High Priestess always has a crescent moon with her. Dreams are here twice. Temperance is here twice. Crescent moons are everywhere. Stars are everywhere. Abundance is everywhere. Wow. All right, let's read. Let's read about 37. 3 and 7 add up to 10. Someone could also be 37 years old. All right. Oh, wait. First, I want to see what this is. Oh, so it's the soul star chakra. Okay. What's soul memory? All right. Let me put this up here in case you want to pause and take a screenshot of that. But there are parts of your earthly experience that you are naturally drawn to others. Sorry. There are parts of your earthly experience that you are naturally drawn to, and others that you repel. Okay. These may be remnants of your past life experiences. You can use these clues as pieces to a larger puzzle to understand your soul mission. It all started somewhere once upon a time. You had an intuition that sent you on this long journey. Remember your soul origin to align to your greatest future. I feel like that's literally what we've been speaking about. I love this. This brought it all together. Literally, this is what this reading has been about. Your trial and errors, the things that you've learned from, the things that you keep lingering on, keep cycling through, keep trying to understand the pieces to a larger puzzle. So intuition, awakening, mission, origin story, affinity, and self-awareness. And as a practice, in meditation, okay, contemplate experiences that have repeatedly attacked or repelled you through your life. As for a vision, sign, or feeling of your first lifetime. Ooh, so this could be connected to past lifetimes. That came through a little bit when I was speaking about Egypt. So maybe that's significant for some of you. Piece together how these different aspects of who you are deep down and directing you towards a specific life path. Through this, you can dive deeper into exploring the origin of your soul mission. If some of you that are listening here have been on a quest to find your soul mission in this lifetime, remember that maybe this lifetime is just one piece of the puzzle, and then you zoom into that and through this lifetime you're collecting little pieces to one piece. You know what I mean? So it's there's something about reminding you that you should take it little by little, slow down a bit, remember to appreciate what you have in the moment, slow down for it, because quite literally, I don't think you would ever have this exact same experience ever again, if you really think about it. Whether you believe that we only live once, or that we come back around, or that you're going to incarnate in somewhere else, or whatever it may be, you can only be this human that you're being and experiencing this that you're experiencing right now. Even if you believe in parallel realities where you are a copy of yourself, of a copy of a copy of a copy of a copy, they are still not experiencing the same thing that you are. What you are witnessing in your life right now, what you've witnessed up to this point, is unique to you. And that's magic. That is magical. And I feel like maybe you're coming around to realizing that that is something to be very grateful for. And that is lovely, and I'm leaving it there because I don't think I could get more poetic, because I channeled all of that and I don't even know what I said. So I'm gonna watch this back because I feel like that was significant. Okay, thank you so much for trusting me to read for you. I hope that this new moon brings all of this for you into fruition, or maybe a sliver of it, whatever applies to you. Thank you for trusting me to read for you, and I hope to see you in other readings in the future. Bye-bye.